Welcome home, family and fellow citizens of the African Order. I'm here with another video, and the topic of this discussion is, where is our compass? I'm sitting here watching this story that's happening in New York or New Jersey the other day, where this white man was accosting a black family. I mean, he was just calling them all types of N-words, being all up in my man's face, in a very threatening manner in front of his children, bragging about his connections with the police. He was so bodacious about it. He's giving out his own personal address and daring anybody to just show up. And when the police, black people, white people, showed up and protested in front of my man's house, they arrested the guy, and black people are happy. This is a good sign to them. This is a sign of progress. And I'm sitting here, I'm thinking to myself, are they serious? They really think this is progress? Well, they do, because mentally we are lost as a people. Even when Sha'Carri Richardson was banned from the Olympics for smoking weed, something that does the opposite of PEDs. You got black people criticizing her for being stupid. She shouldn't have did it. Here are black people, the most persecuted, the most underemployed, the most incarcerated people in this country, who by right don't even have a solid reason to even be participating in the Olympics. You should be calling her stupid just for going. You don't call black people stupid for being disqualified for no matter whatever they did. It is a privilege for this country to have us represent them, not a privilege for us to represent this country. Don't get it twisted. But black people feel this way because they are lost mentally. You know, if you took the Bible out of the church and just let the people come and go and perform their services for, let's say, 5, 10 years, what would that church look like then? It would look no different than any club up on Hollywood Boulevard, Jefferson Avenue, whatever avenue. You got the raunches. That and the church will look identical. Why? Because you took the Bible out of it, and now these people have nothing to keep them focused, to remind them of their ethics, of their morality, and now anything will be able to come in there and penetrate their thoughts and take them off their path. So if this is a reasonable assumption of what could happen to the church in just 5 to 10 years, imagine black people being stripped of their language, their culture, their heritage, their way of life for 500 years. This will explain why we are so dysfunctional as a people. But you have to be able to, in order to find your way, you have to be able to realize or accept that you are lost. And how I know we are lost as a people is when you start believing fiction over fact, when you start believing in hope over concrete, when you start believing in speculation as opposed to proof, that tells me that we are lost. And the thing is, who do black people turn to find our direction or to find our purpose? Our black leaders, or our current black leaders, they're not even really leaders. They're followers. Our leaders follow white people, and we're following them. True leaders take you where you've never been and have you do things that you haven't done, having you see things that you've never seen. White leaders who lead us into slavery are not going to be the same people who lead us to our salvation. This is just not going to happen. You know, but haven't we seen this before? You know, white people cause a problem, then white people come to solve the problem. You know, we this is happening to us over and over again. Then we fall into this mentality that all white people are not bad. So now we have to wait until every single white person become evil before we take the necessary steps to do what we should have been doing for ourselves in the first place. You know, my thing is this: what can be our compass? What can we use to get back on course? And when I think about that, I think about like a beautiful black woman. You look at her, and it would be like, what could I be or what could I do to attract a woman like this? If you were just out here in the streets doing wrong, happy doing wrong, and this one particular beautiful woman that you see could make you change your perspective, knowing that she would never want to date a guy that's doing this. She want a guy that's educated, a guy that got a job, a guy that got a future. That woman could be the compass that you use to get your life back in line. The same thing about for a woman could a handsome man. Don't no man want no raunchy woman. Not for his wife anyway. He'll take you and roll around with you, but in his mind, he knows this is not wife material. So if you really want this handsome man on your arm, you got to act in accordance to make him want you. You know, if a church is in disarray, you will put the Bible into the church to give the congregation direction, give them purpose, give them reasons to believe. So, in order for us to get our black family back together, we got to give them back their culture. We got to give them back their heritage, their tradition, remind them of who they were before they were enslaved. If we don't do this, we'll never be able to get back. Because right now, the only people we listening to is the same people who put us in this position in the first place. We don't listen to black people who tell us to come, work together, let's build this, let's build that. No, we don't listen to them. We listen to the same white people who you're going to be protesting with tomorrow and then going back to work first thing Monday. This is a repeating cycle. We're going to have to start doing something different if we want something different. And I know it's going to be difficult for some of you, but we're going to have to stop following leaders that we love and start following leaders that love us. Follow a leader who don't want slaves following him. A compass, it only serves to give you direction. A true leader not only give you direction, but it'll also give you a destination. I'm going to end this video right here. And if you like this message, please share it. And if you like the content, consider subscribing to the channel. And with this video, as with all my videos, it is for the complete liberation of my people. And I'll see you in my next message. Ashe.